Guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to be giving you guys my Crown Jewel 2024 reaction. I gotta say, this card was like, the whole show was like very underwhelming. The booking was absolutely horrible, I felt like, but either way, we're gonna make this video entertaining for you guys, so don't forget to leave a like and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Every step of the way helps me out. I'm trying to get monetized soon, so without further ado, let's get into my Crown Jewel 2024 reactions. First off, let's talk about the first match of the night, which was the original Bloodline losing surprisingly to the new Bloodline. I thought the match was honestly entertaining. I think it was the right decision to have Tonga Loa, be the manager for the Bloodline because, he can't wrestle. I think all 6 of these men have a lot of good chemistry together. The most surprising thing to me was when Solo was the one who pinned Roman Reigns, which honestly I thought was an excellent decision because now, because that happened, now the new Bloodline looks absolutely legit. It's just that Roman is going to need to pin Solo going into Survivor Series. But either way, I mean, I thought this was a fantastic match, probably one of the better matches of the entire card. But I liked the little segment that they had with Sami Zayn accidentally hitting Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns just couldn't catch a break that night. So we'll have to see what goes on this Friday on SmackDown. I'm assuming that Sami is going to eventually join them in War Games, but hey, we'll have to see. Alright, up next we have the Fatal 4-Way Women's Tag Team Championship match between Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, Meta-Four, Piper Niven, Chelsea Green, and Damage Control. This kind of felt like, the thing is, this match kind of felt like a showcase. I mean, that's exactly what it should have been like. Each tag team got their moments. I also thought that the winners were fine. I mean, I thought that Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill were going to win, mainly because of the fact that it's too early to start their feud. So maybe I would wait one more month and then you could start it, the feud going into WrestleMania. They attack each other, they do all this stuff. I just think that, like, no one else on this roster really deserved it besides, like, Meta-Four. It really came down to Meta-Four or Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, and that was the long and short of it. But either way, pretty entertaining match. I'm not even lying. This was one of the most boring, or the more boring matches on the card, but I still felt like it was it served its purpose. Now let's talk about Liv Morgan and Nia Jax for the Crown Jewel Championship, in which Liv Morgan came away with the W. I don't care if this sounds harsh. I'm giving it a 1.5 out of 5. It stunk. It was literally the anchor of the entire show. I mean, like, just interference after interference after interference. I mean, and with the Tiffany Stratton cash-in, I mean, like, it was just the same thing that it always is. Like, she anticipates it, then she never ends up doing it. Someone ends up stopping her. It's like the Damian Priest Money in the Bank reign. Like, now that Nia Jax lost, I mean, she got pinned by Naomi on SmackDown. Now she got pinned by Liv Morgan at Crown Jewel. Like, no, now all of her credibility is lost. I hope WWE is happy. Like, her credibility is lost. You have no reason to believe that Nia Jax is a dangerous asset anymore. No, zero. All of her credibility is done. Liv Morgan, I mean, I don't want to say she deserves it. I mean, I want her not to be the champion anymore. But it just, overall, this match gets a thumbs down. It was the anchor of the entire show. Now let's go ahead and talk about the segment with RKO versus KO. The match didn't even happen. This automatically gets a thumbs down. Although their brawl was absolutely phenomenal. That was better than the Liv Morgan versus Nia Jax and the women's tag team title match combined. You got KO with this amazing elbow from the balcony. You got Randy Orton just hitting RKOs on everyone. You got them brawling from here and there. These two actually looked like they wanted to kill each other. It's like the Drew McIntyre and CM Punk thing. I loved it. Although, just unfortunately, since there was no match, I automatically have to give it a thumbs down because, I mean, like, we wanted a match. But Now instead of Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens for Survivor Series, I kind of want, maybe Randy and KO one more time, or maybe even a triple threat. I don't know. Well, probably not a triple threat. They're going to save Randy and Cody for WrestleMania. But either way, I mean, it was a phenomenal segment, I should say. But just overall, I mean, I liked it. And they're giving us more suspense for their upcoming match, hopefully at Survivor Series. Now, next up, let's go ahead and talk about Bronson Reed versus Seth freaking Rollins. I thought this was a phenomenal match for the short time that we got it. Although I do got to reiterate this. The wrong person won, okay? Seth Rollins should not have won this. Although for the first time, somebody burying a young up-and-coming talent, for once, Bronson Reed didn't get buried, though. He actually looked like he was, at the top of the card. Obviously him standing up bloody. Seth Rollins what are you made of? I don't know. But, again, this is not going to be the first time that these two are going to fight. We're obviously going to see them at Survivor Series, which I cannot wait for. And that time, Bronson Reed will win. I like what they're doing, honestly. I like that they're having Seth win one, Bronson win the next one, and then the rubber match, Seth wins one. And I hope that is either a Hell in a Cell or a no-holds-barred one, because that needs to happen with these two. And this also doesn't, I do feel like if Seth Rollins had lost here, then, everyone would have thought, oh, he's old, he's getting tired, he's not the same as he once was. I agree with that, but him winning now just shuts all those critics down. He just showed that he could still hang with the best. He found a way to win this, and I thought it was an excellent match. Now let's go ahead and talk about the Crown Jewel triple threat match between LA Knight versus Carmelo Hayes versus Andrade for the United States Championship, with LA Knight retaining. I thought, again, this was honestly probably the second best match of the entire night. What a performance by these three men. You could have counted on it was the typical triple threat match where Andrade and Carmelo Hayes, they were fighting each other, which will open the door for LA Knight to, pick up the victory because they're so focused on each other. We've seen that multiple times, but the thing is, that's the formula for triple threat matches. LA Knight was the right winner. He should have won here because, neither of these two need it right now because they're too busy feuding with each other. I overall cannot believe what good chemistry these three have with each other. I get Carmelo Hayes and Andrade, they faced each other 7 times already, but I didn't really expect LA Knight to be in that mix so much. I thought it was phenomenal. There was high flying, there was strikes, there was everything, and it ultimately ended with LA Knight getting the victory. And now LA Knight is over as hell right now. And finally, let's talk about Cody Rhodes versus Gunther. Now, this is the Pulse Metrics match of the night. What a fight. What a brawl. I thought the finish was a little funny, but overall, these two just took each other's finishers like it was nothing. It was basically two of the best in the world going at it, and ultimately Cody Rhodes ended up winning. I called this too. Most people thought that Gunther should have won to get over, but I just feel like the only downside of this was just it felt like an exhibition. It didn't feel like it meant anything. Same with the women's. At least the men's Crown Jewel Championship match, and followed with a good match. The women's was just awful. I think both guys after this fight are over. They're just really over. Gunther looks, honestly, even though he lost, Gunther looks better than he ever has. Same with Cody. These two just put on such a masterclass. Honestly, it is a top 10 match of the year for me by far. Kudos to both of these guys. It's just it's sad to see that they both get a championship that doesn't mean anything. But I feel like their credibility right now is more meaningful than the championship that they got right now. Not even lying. This was a fantastic match. Well, guys, that is going to do it for my 2024 Crown Jewel reactions. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I want you guys to comment down below what your favorite match of the night was. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys the next time I upload. Peace.